So hello everybody. So um I recorded a video where I was talking about my friend, and basically, long story short, he is in a frat, and I was basically complaining about me being, not being able to understand frat culture, and I thought I was sounding nice, but it was a little bit mean-spirited, so I'm just gonna kind of re-explain and be more sensitive about it as to not sound like a stubborn jerk. I don't feel like renting a plan. I don't want to make you guys watch an ad. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. Gulp. Oh god, hopefully you guys don't sexualize that. Yeah. Whatever. Ooh, a car just went by. It's fine. It's just a car. Any other quote-unquote noise pollution is just crickets and wilderness noises, which I think is quite pleasant, actually. I'm just gonna use Hypno-Shroom, just only Hypno-Shroom, because these zombies really aren't that big of a deal. Like, come on, like, I don't really think I'm gonna need much more than that. I think I can go a little bit more simplistic with this level. Hold on, I gotta drink more water, sorry. Yeah, a little shrinking violet as well. What else? You? Why not? Okay. But, just to redo the conversation, I want to start by saying one of my friends is in a frat. Let's get rid of you. I don't want to deal with you, but my friend was in a frat, or I guess I should say is in a frat, or going to go back into his frat next year, or what have you. Sometimes I feel a teensy bit alienated. I know that that's a little bit of a strong word to use, but I use that term because he would talk about it a lot and try to like relate like serious conversations to it, and I kind of understood, but like sometimes I couldn't understand, which was a little frustrating. But like last video I made too big of a deal about it, I would say, and I got overly emotional about it. And quite honestly, it doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things. Like, another thing that upset me about was because, oh, they forced themselves to be in these weird, crazy challenges, and it makes me feel not worthy of my own challenges, and it makes me feel insecure. Like, I don't have to feel insecure. Like, that's a little bit goofy. Like, we all go through our own personal challenges, you know? And I would say being part of a frat is just its own can of worms, you know? I shouldn't really think about it too much. And yes, what he would talk about, all the pledging they would go through, it did sound like awful, you know? And I would be like, wow, they're putting themselves through these awful challenges, you know, like, and I don't do that. Are the challenges that I face in my own life just nothing compared to that? And I shouldn't be able to feel bad about myself and sad sometimes. And, even if that is the case, if I don't feel quote unquote worthy to feel sad about my own life challenges, like, do I really want to try to feel like bad about that in the first place? Like, you know, at the end of the day, the goal is not to feel sorry for yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, it is good to feel like sad once in a while. It's healthy to feel sad, but you know, the point is, challenges will happen in life, no matter who you are. And you really don't need to, like, make yourself feel worse about something that you don't need to feel worse about. I hope that made sense. It is a teensy bit late. It is 12 right now. But, like, let's be real. Like, that's not even late for me. But I was actually just hanging out with my friend, and it kind of made me realize, like, wow, like, was it really worth it to complain that much? Like, come on, like, he's awesome. Like, I shouldn't be like, brr, like, I don't know. Eh. I guess at this point, I deserve to relax a little bit more. And these zombies are getting through. Oh, what can you do? What can you do? Sorry if I'm, like, bad at explaining stuff. I think I explained that reasonably well, though. Let's think about it. I brought up me feeling bad about overreacting, about feeling quote unquote alienated by my friend talking about going through his own challenges with pledging, and me feeling like my challenges weren't as bad, that weren't self-imposed, as opposed to the challenges he went through that were. I think that makes enough sense, right? Like, I could explain, like, frat culture, but realistically, do I really know that much about it to be able to explain it anyway? Oh, another thing I brought up, actually, that I almost forgot about was, like, the brothership that they have. And sometimes I feel jealous, like, well, is your brothership more deep than my own friendship with you? Like, I'm so jealous. How could you be in this brothership when you're already friends with me and you think you're great friends with me? I'm jealous and stubborn and whiny. Like, come on, like, we don't need to be immature about it. Like, it's just, at the end of the day, like, even if I'm not explaining it to the best of my ability, like, it is not worth worrying about. And to end off that part of the conversation, or that conversation entirely, because I want to talk a little bit about something else. Moral of the story: everybody goes through their own personal challenges. You know, we go through our own experiences that help us learn about life in our own ways. And sometimes, you know, we can already feel bad enough as it is, so we don't need to make ourselves feel more bad about quote unquote not being challenged enough. I hope that makes sense. It might not, and I truly apologize if that's the case. But I try my best. I think that made sense. Anyways, I'm gonna play one more level and actually talk about the game. I've, like, been neglecting to talk about the game this whole time. Alright. Flower, with the petals being gently removed, not torn off. I don't even know how that happens. It seems pretty happy about it, so, why are people rooming around their cars so aggressively this late into the night? Like, You can hear that, right? Like, that's a little bit too much. Like, come on, like, people out there, like, you don't gotta be so aggressive with your driving. Like, this isn't, like, some edgy anime where you have to, like, go as fast as possible in your crazy car or what have you. I'm a little tired, but, so, we have a zombie. It's in the middle of the basic, the cone head and the bucket head. It's a girder head zombie. They're very tanky. They're about the same health as a brick head, and they drop a monkey when they die. And I'm bringing a level 3 Citron to dispatch the heavy armor, and I will bring an Infi-Nut to defend against the small, annoying monkey. That is what will happen. And in the meantime, we can place some of the Sundew Tanglers to make a little bit of extra sun and damage the zombies while it's at it. And then we also have a Kiwi Beast, which I won't really be using that much, but basically when the zombies eat it, it like gets bigger and like thumps out like more and more damage and larger of an area each time it grows. But we can be a little bit more simplistic with this level. And then, I mean, if you've played PvC, you already know that the cherry bomb obviously explodes in a 3x3 radius, and the Sun-Shroom makes sun. As it grows, it makes even more sun. And the Citron just basically just shoots out really heavily damaging balls of plasma. And the Sunbeam, when the zombies eat it, they drop sun when they take damage like that. And then Infi-Nut, when the zombies eat it, it loses health. But it's, you know, it's a nut, obviously, so it's tanky and can take a lot of damage, which is the whole point of walnuts in the first place. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but it's able to regen health, which is one of the perks of it. But the downside is that it's weaker than an average nut. An average nut, that sounds really quirky. I'm not trying to be quirky, though. I'm just trying to explain something. Oh no, the Infi-Nuts are asymmetrical. Well, what can you flippin' do? Okay, did I already sunbeam that guy? I don't think I did. We're not making enough sun. There you go. See, isn't that cool? The more health a zombie has, the more sun you'll get out of using a sunbeam. We can get rid of you. You're not symmetrical. We don't want asymmetry. I mean, it doesn't matter, but like, we don't want it either way. And I would say I have just enough of a sun production to reasonably get out these more expensive heavy hitters. Look at them go. How delightful. And let's sunbeam this guy while we're at it so he drops a lot of sun. Oh, beautiful. And the monkey. I saw the monkey peeking out. Don't think I didn't see you, little monkey. Little jerk. Oh, you're screaming at me. I saw the way you opened your mouth like that. That's not very nice, is it? To taunt us like that. I just know you're gonna get absolutely slobber-knocked. What? How come it didn't go through and fling it off the screen? It's not even like a mecha. It's just a tiny monkey. Okay, then, like, damn. Okay. I guess we could benefit from an extra layer of Infi-Nuts. And the monkey, there the monkey goes, being a little jerk face. Boom. And then, whee! There you go. That's it. I think that's a pretty good video. I talked about some stuff and I talked about the game. You know, that was a good video. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night as always, and peace the frick out.